you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kira the doll, back here for yet another Baddies East review. Today is going to be episode 11. So as you guys can see, this episode starts off with this same altercation that we left off with last episode between Mariah and Smiley. So basically, Mariah let these girls, Suki and Sapphire, tell her what to do, tell her go get her chain back, to basically intimidate her into going to fight Smiley. Basically, this altercation gave weak on Mariah Lynn's part because it doesn't take another grown woman to tell you to go defend yourself. And this is just another replay of that fight. I noticed that Smiley was actually bleeding when this fight started. This was actually, I believe, their second round. That's why Mariah's wig is gone. So, but I noticed that Smiley is literally bleeding. I just feel like this situation was definitely a bullying situation. So it's definitely something that I can't respect. I also can't respect Natalie for sitting in the corner acting like she don't know what's going on, like they didn't just all master plan this incident. So also what got on me was Sapphire taking Smiley's chain off her neck. So this is where this situation turned from a one-on-one altercation into a bullying situation. And here you see Mariah and Smiley fighting over this chain, and Sapphire lets that shit go and it's like, you're going to give this to Mariah. You took her chain. And Sapphire took it upon herself to choke Smiley, I guess because she had the chain and they were fighting over it. So at that point, Smiley had to let go. You know, she had really no choice. She was in a headlock. Not only in the headlock, but body slammed to the ground. So basically, Suki and Sapphire came in this house and deboed Smiley. Not only did they debo Smiley, but then in my eyes, honestly, Smiley looked like she might have really just went through something serious. I'm not sure if she was lying or not, but like Smiley looked shook. So what also I was about to say is also they little girl Mariah. Look how they're putting this chain on Mariah like Mariah's their pet dog. Like I didn't like that not one bit, because if I was Mariah, I'm sorry, I'm not a dog, so y'all gonna have to back up and let me put the shit on myself. Like they really was acting like Mariah was their first child. Mariah was getting straight firstborn treatment that day. Like they were all just speaking life into Mariah. Like Natalie and them was hype. They all was hype. They was happy. Well, Natalie and them were happy that they got footage, you know, for some people coming and doing some nonsense. And then Smiley is really going through. So I just didn't know if this girl was actually serious or not. It started to feel genuine, even though some people can act really good. But who am I to say that Smiley was lying? I have no idea if Smiley was lying. I wasn't there. So, you know, from my assumptions, it seems like she's lying, but I'm not sure. But honestly, by this point, I assume that Sapphire and Suki are Team Natalie. And at this point, Smiley reminded me of the boy who cried wolf. We don't know whether to believe her, not, to feel sorry for her, not. Smiley just been iffy, too iffy. So it's like we all really don't know what side to be on. But at this point, the girls are getting ready for the club. F the fights. You know, they're ready to go out. And they're just revisiting what happened earlier. They ready to go out and get that baggage off their shoulders. You feel me? Everybody's looking good. Everybody done changed their outfits. Everybody's ready to go out, as they should. Everybody except Miss Roly Poly Snack Mills. Why didn't she change her outfit and probably shower like much needed? I don't know, but we just gonna keep on. So then Suki and Sapphire talking about the situation that just took place, and Suki feels justified in what she did because she's just saying that she doesn't like bullies and her intentions was to stand up for Mariah. However, these girls are new and they swear they know what's been going on. So y'all are claiming that y'all want to stand up for Mariah and stand up to the bullies, bully the bullies. But however, you guys are literally just being bullies because y'all don't know what's going on. So in all actuality, y'all look stupid. So then Natalie and these girls are talking about the incident that just took place. So I just feel like Suki and Sapphire are definitely Team Natalie at this point, because it just seemed like they're all on the same accord. Natalie and them were co-signing Suki, and Mariah's with them, so obviously they're all going to co-sign Suki for taking up for Mariah. So then these girls get to the club and everything. It's lit, okay, and I really don't know why Rolly didn't change that outfit. Like, she really thought that outfit ate, but that should have just been an in the house fight outfit, and you should have definitely changed for the club. But literally, as soon as they got to the club, it might be good that Rolly didn't change, because the club closed damn near as soon as they got in there. So this is the next day, and everybody is just happy for to be going to New York, because they're leaving Philly finally. Literally felt like they was in Philly for like 15 episodes. Like, what the hell? They've been in Philly for a long time. As you guys pay attention to Smiley, her whole energy changed. She's not being vibrant anymore. It almost gives Whoa Vicky how she was scared shitless, so she just, was scared. And I don't know if Smiley's just scared or she really is going through something. So it's just like, we don't really know what's happening. So then these girls, Natalie's girls, are getting on a jet. And Natalie is, always separating these girls and just making it seem like they're better than the other girls. That's why they get on the jets and all of this. But I just feel like they honestly should alternate the jet rides. Like, I don't think that's fair that you guys are always on the jet and you just separating their houses. Like, you just trying to create this facade that you guys are better and the other girls are not. I don't like that. And that's honestly what's taken away from the authenticity of the show, period. So at this point, Suki takes off her damn wig. Suki ratchet as hell, y'all. Like, it's just like, I was expecting different energy, but she just proven to me that you can take the girl at the hood, but you can't take the hood out the girl. And also, she said that was her first time on a jet, which was a little surprising to me with how famous she is. So then, these girls back on the bus are getting into Smiley and telling her, don't let them change her mood. Don't let them, punk her, basically. And she need to stand up for herself and stuff. And Anna started to irritate me. I'm not going to lie. I was starting not to like Anna like that anymore, because just like, why are you chiming in and, you're doing the most. And then Natalie and her girls arrive. Of course, they're going to arrive first because they're on a jet. So, yeah, that was really shocking to me that this is Suki's first time on the jet. It was a lot of the girls' first time on the jet, and that's honestly good. I'm definitely getting a different feel from how she's treating Suki and them versus how she treated T. It gave that she personally didn't like T, which is why she egged those fights on, versus everything else that's going on. Like, she's intervening, but Natalie is way more laid back lately in these episodes. So Sky's just welcoming everyone to New York. This is her home. And also, Camilla gets to ask Biggie how she feels about being a replacement. And Biggie basically claims that she ain't no replacement. And I thought that was a little funny. It's just like, I guess, Biggie, fake it till you make it. So then Natalie and her girls arrived to their house. I honestly like the first house better, but according to Natalie and them, their house is better. It's more modern and, but like I said, I thought the other house was a little better and more vibrant. So then Natalie and her girls talk about the Smiley situation, and Suki and Sapphire and Rolly and them claim that Smiley posted online about the situation, and they want to confront her about it because Smiley said she got jumped. And I just feel like at this point, y'all already jumped the girl, so why do y'all keep bothering her? Like, why is she such the main center of focus? Like, why do people zone in on one person and now everybody want to attack them? So as soon as Smiley gets there, Rolly kicks it off and she starts to address Smiley. And then Natalie starts to chime in as well, saying that she wants them to all live in the same house, but it's a lot going on online, back and forth, and she just like, it's not going to be no fighting in the house, so she got to keep them separate. And then at this point, Sapphire chimes in, and they're like, so Smiley, you said that you got jumped. Who did it? Who you talking about jumped you? And Sapphire steps up and I was the one who did everything that you said. I was the one who took your chain. I was the one who slammed you. I was the one who had you in a headlock. So now what's up? And then Suki is basically chiming in, talking about her incident and like, Smiley, so why did you text me? Like, so what is it? Why did you text me? And Smiley finally starts to own up to the fact that she texted Suki, because at first she didn't own up to it at all. Smiley tried to act like she didn't text Suki at all. She act like it was somebody else who texted Suki from her phone. And it just was kind of weird to me how everybody was chiming in and putting in their 2 cents. Like, even E.T. chimed in and gonna say, yeah, I don't like you like that either, Smiley, because you've been doing a lot of dumb stuff. You be bringing a lot of dumb situations on yourself. And I'm just like, damn, why is everybody trying to chime in? Like, this is not even your fight. Like, let them talk it out and let them handle their situation. Smiley humbled herself, returned the pendant, and Sapphire still wants to fight. I didn't understand where Sapphire's frustration was coming from. It just literally felt like the same thing she was telling Smiley. She told Smiley that she thinks that she's a bully, a clout chaser, and basically everything she does is for clout. And you see how E.T. is looking at her. E.T. was given, I don't like you because they don't like you, and I basically want to be on their side. And Sapphire gave Hood Rat the way she took off those shoes and want to just fight Smiley. And because I almost forgot she did that, because when I seen this picture, I'm like, where are her shoes at? Like, she ain't have no socks on. Like, Sapphire, are you serious? She really gave Hood Rat, like, what possessed you to be this upset at Smiley? Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. You mad that she said that she got jumped and you really did headlock her and slam her to the floor? I don't get why you're mad. Now for the next episode, as you can see, we have Anna versus Scotty again. Then we have Rolly arguing with Biggie, and E.T. hops in it and fights Biggie, I believe. And you can even see Suki and Sapphire are confused as hell, like, what happened? And then also what happens during this episode, Smiley just wants her chain back, so they tell her she got to get it from Mariah Lynn's sister, which is her right here in this picture. And Mariah Lynn's sister fights Smiley once again, so we're going to see how that plays out. But my opinion on this episode was that this episode was very boring. It was like, it seemed like a lot happened, but I meant to mention that in the beginning because I like to let my viewers know if this episode was worth it or not. This episode was boring, and I feel like this whole season is very boring and very dull. They're just basically giving away that a lot of this is staged. It's a lot of the authenticity that is missing from this season. And basically, I wanted to touch in on the Smiley situation a little bit. These girls claim that Smiley is not standing on her internet trolling, which is very true. Smiley has been on the internet since she fought Mariah Lynn's sister and took Mariah Lynn's chain. She has been trolling on the internet. So I definitely understand what these girls are saying as far as she is doing all of this trolling on the internet, bullying on the internet, and then when they come in person, she is saying, oh, I don't want to fight. So basically, if a person don't want to fight, then they don't want to fight. Let it be that, because once you fight them and they told you that they don't want to fight, and especially after they just had a miscarriage, or even if she lied, she said that she had a miscarriage, that just makes you a bully at that point because you don't show empathy. You could have at least gave her some time before fighting her, but they literally jumped her and continued to press her and bully her afterwards while claiming that they were trying to fight the bully. So it just contradicted itself, and it made Suki and Sapphire look very stupid. So I really appreciate you guys for watching. We're just going to see how the season goes. It's really going downhill. I hope that some of the fights are starting to get authentic. I hope they get more real. Like, let us see some real authentic fights. Like, we're tired of seeing orchestrated fights. We can tell it's fake. We can watch a regular movie for all that, with some actors in it. But yeah, you guys, I appreciate you guys for watching. I will be back next week. Bye.